91 of the Constitution, they are not interpreting any ordinary law which can be changed by ordinary legislation.
This is what my submission is, the same issue. That is the...
This power has been exercised under the Constitution, and it says so specifically in exercise of powers under Article 191 of the Constitution of Islamic Republic of Pakistan. The Supreme Court makes the following rules. So it's not that there is one ordinary legislation which is interpreted by the Supreme Court and the Parliament says, well, we want to change the law, they can change the law. Because they had made the law, they can change it. Likewise, if the Supreme Court has made the rules and the Supreme Court decides to change them, so be it. That's
the precise submission I'm trying to make.
With the doctrine of separation of and trichotomy of powers. It's as simple as that.
My Lord, an event arose when my Lord the Chief Justice the benches were reshuffled. And a judgment...
argue kariye apna case.
And
aap apna case argue kariye.
My case has been... allow me to give your Lordship a judgment on the issue.
Aap kitna waqt aur lenge?
बस 15 मिनट और दे दूंगा अगर क्वेश्चंस ना हो तो Lord, this is PLD 1998 Supreme Court 161 Malik Asad case.
PLD?
Malik Asad Federation of Pakistan.
This is page?
This is PLD 1998 Supreme Court 161.
Okay, Asad Ali.
Or the question was with reference to the entitlement of the senior most person to be the Chief Justice of Pakistan. And the question was there a convention? And if there was a convention, did it have some binding force? This was the question. The Supreme Court, I take your Lordship on page 314, paragraph 95. We are inclined to agree with the conclusion that a constitutional convention once established has the same binding effect as a constitution. I don't want to read the rest of the para. Your Lordship has already said.
So,
now
I have a question.
Yes.
Are you saying that the senior most judge of the High Court must be made, because there's a convention, the Chief Justice upon the don't interrupt till I finish the question. Upon retirement of the Chief Justice, have I understood you correctly?
No, my Lord. Your Lordship is not. Then your Lordship will have to read the judgment. That judgment says that the senior most judge of the Supreme Court has to be appointed as Chief Justice because there's a convention and there's a past practice. And elaborate arguments have been given. And the
convention in the High Court generally is to make senior most Chief Justice. So it becomes constitution.
This judgment doesn't talk about the High Court. It talks about the
बात हो रही ना असूल की बात हो रही ना
असूल वो है जो मेरे लिए जो जजमेंट में है आप खुद
आप
बता देंगे जो असूल उसके मुताबिक
आगे बताएं
जी सर
आगे बढ़िए
Similarly, your Lordship held that these rules of the Supreme Court are on a higher pedestal than the ordinary law. And
what the judgment है,
my Lord, 2010, my Lord.
And why the rules are at higher pedestal? Why?
Because these rules they have been made by a constitutional body and
subject to law.
This is part of
subject to law की बात
citation तो दे देना 2010
कुर्सी नाम में भेजो
2010
सर मैं भी दे रहा हूँ
इम्तियाज साहब
सर दे दे मैं पढ़ लेता हूँ आप बता
This is a constitutional body and
the Parliament Majlis Shura, that is not,
2010
which has the
Kya hai citation?
exclusive power to make laws.
इसी में 265 रेडी 2010 SC 483 विंटर का लगती है।
इस जजमेंट में आप क्या बताना चाह रहे हैं हमें?
सर, इस जजमेंट में कहा है कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट के रूल्स जो हैं,
कहाँ, किस पेज पे, किस शिक के पैराग्राफ में?
the relevant page is page 535
535
and it goes on to page,
नहीं, हमें रेलिवेंट पढ़ दीजिए। 535 कहाँ लिखा है ये?
it goes on to page 536. The Supreme Court rules, देखना पसंद करेंगे सर किताब? The Supreme Court rules,
पेज क्या बता पेज क्या क्या
page
Supreme Court rules are on higher pedestrian promulgated on the
536.
basis of mandate given by the Constitution and not by the government. हाँ, so how does it say it's higher than a law? वो कहाँ लिखा है?
the Supreme Court rules on a higher pedestal and promulgated on the basis of mandate by the Constitution and not by the government. Objective thereof is to enhance the power of review as conferred by the Supreme Court rules under Supreme Court under Article 180 of the Constitution.
अच्छा, इसमें दो बुनियादी बात हैं जो आप कह रहे थे उसके बरक्स है, और दूसरी बात है whereof was to enhance the power of review.
सर,
तो ये तो enhance कर दिया था power of review ने।
सर ये क्या है, ये
लॉ का तो नहीं इसमें जिक्र, शायद कहीं और हो, मुझे नहीं पता।
सर इसी जजमेंट को पढ़ें अगर आप डिटेल में, कहने मैं पढ़ना शुरू कर देता हूँ। इसमें एक
नहीं, ये काम नहीं होता है वकील का। वकील का काम होता है निशानदेही करे फला सफ़े पे इस पैराग्राफ में, ये नहीं कि मैं पढ़ना शुरू कर देता हूँ। हमें डराए नहीं, आप सिर्फ वजाहत कर दें। मैं पढ़ना शुरू कर देता हूँ।
पेज बता दीजिए प्लीज।
सिर्फ पेज बता दें, हम पढ़ लेंगे खुद। इस पे ये बात नहीं लिखी है जो आप कह रहे हैं इस पे।
536।
हाँ, ये मैंने पढ़ ली। चलें अगला बताइए केस।
अगली जजमेंट दीजिए। PLD 1997 Supreme Court 426. अच्छा इस केस में लॉर्ड PLD 1997 Supreme Court 426.
relevant 5 and 9 1997 PLD Supreme Court
जी, सफा
5 and 9
511 page 511 511 511 page 511 511 Significantly, by employing the word any law,